Hello, I'm Lowell Martin and this is MCC Today, the show that puts 2 and 2 together and gets 7. We have issues. On today's show, we have Brandon Dewease, Shannon Coleman, and Calvin Bennet. There'll be a lot of information, there'll be a lot of discussion, and maybe a fight or two. Get ready.
Become essential at Meridian Community College. Our community is changing, and at MCC, we are built for those who want to serve. Being essential has kept our community going. You can become that here, all at an affordable cost. Whether you dream of helping people through healthcare services or want to transport goods, connecting people with the products they need, we have many unique opportunities to help you find your purpose. Don't wait for change. Be the difference and register today. Become essential at Meridian Community College.
Hello, and here we are today on MCC Today, the pandemic edition. Today we have Brandon Dewease, who is the Director of Student Engagement. Love the title.
Thank you.
Love the title. How did that title occur?
My running joke is I think this title is made up. It really was just birthed out of the idea that I have a hand in recruiting students and I have a hand in campus life, which is keeping students recruited, if you will, engaged. So, student engagement.
I like it. So you are involved in getting the students here to MCC.
Yes, sir.
Going through orientation, getting their class schedules done, okay? And I know we've had a few difficulties lately.
I don't know if everybody noticed, but it feels like the world shut down about 3 months ago. So we have spent a tremendous amount of time and energy, and the first thing that we've done, Lowell, is that we have adapted to move from the face-to-face environment, and this is what all of our teachers and instructors went through, to move from the face-to-face environment for orientation and to move that entire process online. So
in 2.5 seconds.
That's right. So phase 1, if you will, was that we moved all of the pertinent information to an online format so that a student could navigate videos and text and still understand the same amounts of information that they were getting face-to-face. One of the other things that we did was because statistically we know that orientation, connecting with people, is an important part of a student's success, right? So we left in live components, and we call them Q&As, right? But we left in a live component by Zoom. Students have the opportunity to send in questions ahead of time, or they ask questions in the chat feature on Zoom, and we have a panel of our experts. We've got the director of advising and financial aid and all of those departments. We're bringing them to the table, literally whatever table is on their desk, and students have opportunity to ask questions.
So if a student is interested in coming to Meridian Community College,
yes, sir.
What should they do?
All right. So I would recommend orientation.
Okay.
Specifically for any first-time students. I don't care if you're 18 or you're 45. I think that the idea of going through an orientation so that you can be oriented to what's going on here, so you can learn the ropes, I think that's fantastic. Rule of thumb, if you're a first-time student or if you haven't been with us at MCC in the past 4 or 5 years, you should register for orientation.
Okay.
How do you do that, right?
Yes.
I took your part, my
Thank
bad.
you, that's okay.
Right?
That's okay.
So you can visit meridiancc.edu/orientation.
Okay.
Right? We try to use those where they're understandable, or if you can make it to our homepage, meridiancc.edu, just search for orientation.
Okay.
You have an opportunity to register yourself for an orientation session.
Okay.
Currently, we deliver all sessions in the online format, but we've got some changes coming.
Okay.
All right.
May I ask?
You can,
okay.
right?
What kind of changes we got coming?
So we live in a culture where people count on immediate gratification.
Yep.
The old joke, the way I've heard this is that I watched Friends, the series, and it took me 10 years to watch Friends. But through streaming services now, you can watch the entire series in a few weekends, right? We are serving a population that is accustomed to getting the thing that they're trying to get and getting it right now. So we want to deliver orientation starting probably late next week. Let's say after June 25th. I think that's Wednesday of next week.
Okay.
Starting after that date, as soon as a student meets their admission requirements.
Okay.
If they register for orientation, we're immediately going to send them the orientation packet. They don't sign up for a date and wait on a date in the future. The day they're admitted, we're going to issue them an orientation, right? They work through, it's all already online. Right? So they work through at their own pace. They take the little quiz at the end. It's 20 questions. It means that you didn't sleep through it, right? And then they'll be contacted by an advisor. And most importantly, the push for all of orientation is that you register for classes at the end. And you'll be contacted by an advisor and get registered. We're going to keep the live component.
Okay.
We're just going
I was about to ask about that.
Right?
You
Through the
keep
rest of
stepping
the
on my
summer.
questions. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Through the rest of the summer, we have a series of dates where we
Right.
still plan to have our panel of experts available by Zoom.
Okay.
All of that information is going to be accessible in the orientation packet that students receive as soon as they're admitted to our college.
So these Q&As that I know they'll happen on Fridays. Typically we're going to have them Friday mornings. So that once they finish that orientation packet, they will be invited to one of those, or they can pick one of those that they want so that they can come on and ask questions if need be.
Correct on both fronts,
Okay.
right? So the invitation is open. We list in the modules that they'll go through. There's a module about admissions and a module about advising and a module about you name it, right?
Okay.
We've put that in there. In the modules, there's a section about those live Q&As, and we have the dates listed, July 10th, July 24th. We have those listed out, and we go ahead and we include all of the invites.
Okay.
So if you finish orientation this week and you think of a question the third week of July, just go back to that Zoom invite, join the session, and ask us your question.
Okay. So we're going to have, we'll have an orientation tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Which is the 19th.
That's right.
And then when will the next orientation be?
July 10th is the next session on the calendar.
Q&A.
That's right.
Okay.
But we're going to deliver orientation, and then they can join the live Q&A on the 10th, the 24th, and then we snuck one in there, August 4th. That's a Tuesday.
Okay.
That's in case somebody works every Friday and they weren't able to join us on those other dates. We have tomorrow, July 10th, July 24th, and then August the 4th.
But most students, the way you set it up, most students will have done the orientation. They will have completed everything and possibly even have their classes done.
Absolutely.
And they can come there and ask questions as
Certainly.
needed. That's excellent.
Well, I
like
appreciate
that so much.
Thank you.
This whole engagement thing is working well.
We're hoping, right? We're hoping.
Well, listen, thank you so much for being here today. And I want you to come back before fall semester so we can talk a little bit more about how we're going to approach things in fall semester. As far as orientation and classes
Yes,
go, I always enjoy having you on.
Yes, sir.
On
I
camera.
enjoy being here.
All right, we'll be right back.
The world is changing, but at Meridian Community College, our goals remain the same. MCC takes pride in giving you the best education right here at home. Now is not the time to stand still. You've worked so hard. You've accomplished so much. You will soar above this. Find your purpose and register now for summer and fall classes. Find your wings at Meridian Community College.
And we are back, and we have Miss Shannon Coleman here this morning, and you are the WIOA case manager. What does WIOA stand for, if you don't mind me asking?
It is for the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act.
Okay.
And so it is a funding account that helps people who have been displaced or dislocated to be able to get training.
And we've had none of that recently, right? we, oh my goodness, I'm sure your cup runneth over lately with.
Well, that's why I'm here. The enrollment time is coming up for those who have been laid off during this COVID-19 pandemic, or for whatever other reason, this is a great time for you to be able to enroll in WIOA and to be able to go back to school.
What do they need to do to enroll with you?
On Monday, the 22nd, we will launch the enrollment period. It will run through July the 6th.
Okay.
And so during that time, I can send them out a packet. There's a sheet of instructions, also a checklist that will help navigate them through getting all of their paperwork together. I'm also available in the Workforce Development Center. If they need assistance, they can stop by there and I can help navigate them through. But basically, we will begin emailing packets on Monday. It's basically just some forms you will fill out. There will be forms that will be of personal nature, and then some forms that you'll need from campus.
Okay.
Because campus is closed, it's going to be important that paperwork come through me so I can request those transcripts, that financial aid verification, things like that, because students cannot come to campus at this time.
Well, what kind of services are available for the displaced worker? I mean, through you, you're getting them in certain programs, possibly. What kind of assistance do you give?
Okay, for the individual training accounts, which is what I'm referring to at this point, there's a number of programs that we offer that are approved by WIOA. It does have to be an approved program. It doesn't cover just any of the programs that we offer. Of course, we offer like 52,
Right.
I think, or 54. And not all of those are covered. It does have to be one that's approved, and those are based on things like demand occupations and things like that is what make those approvable. And so that list is located on the Mississippi Department of Employment Security website.
Okay.
And if they will reach out to me, I will be glad to get them that list. Some of those are industrial maintenance, truck driving. That's a great one that we cover a lot. You know, that program is a short-term program.
Right.
You get your training within 8 weeks and that sort of thing. So truck driving is a great one. All of our nursing programs and a lot of our health ed are also covered. And then several of our industrial precision manufacturing, industrial maintenance, and some of those.
So if they're able to get in the program, what is covered? What do you cover of their expenses?
They can be awarded an amount that will basically cover tuition and some of their books or fees.
Okay.
It's not a 100% coverage, and it's up to the WIN job centers to actually determine who gets approved, and that's based on different priority factors. But being displaced or not being laid off, not working, and that sort of thing is what gives you priority to this funding.
Okay. Now, how can they contact you? What is your email address and your phone number if they want to get in touch with you?
Okay. My email is scol, excuse me, em11 at meridiancc.edu. And I'll say that again since I got hoarse. SCOLEM11 at meridiancc.edu. And my number is 601-481-1333.
So if they are displaced, they can contact you and get the information, or get the packet and the information, the criteria to hopefully get in this program.
That's right.
Excellent.
One of the things right now is we just launched today, Become Essential.
Okay.
So if there's anyone out there that has been laid off, even if you've gone back to work at this point, but if you were laid off since COVID-19 hit in March, then you can apply, and March 16th is the date. Anyone who's been laid off since March 16th can apply for the Become Essential grant, and we will pay for one free class. So this is a great opportunity for anyone who's been laid off that maybe has looked at coming to college at some point. This is a great opportunity to try one class, see how it goes. Or those who maybe got laid off and you want to shift careers to become more essential in case something like this happens again. That's what this is for.
Okay.
And so we hope people will contact me as well for information on that. Depending on what field they're wanting to study, they can apply for this WIOA grant at the same time. And so that's why I'm here, is trying to get this information about.
Okay, just out of curiosity, with the Become Essential, If they were laid off, you said March 16th, since March 16th because of COVID-19.
Right.
What if they were brought back to work?
If they were brought back to work,
Can they still get
they can still apply.
They can still become essential.
That is right.
Okay,
That is
excellent.
right. They may just want to take one class that might, help them in the field that they're in, or they might want to try something new.
Okay.
Maybe they went to school years ago and never finished. Okay. This might be a great opportunity to get your feet back in the door and try to get that training, so the next time something like this happens, maybe you'll be in one of those essential jobs.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Now, again, if they want to find out more about this, how would they go about finding out more about their becoming essential?
Okay, so they would just give me a call at 601-481-1333, or they can email me at scolem11@meridiancc.edu, or they can go to our website. Mm-hmm. And if you go to the website, it is meridiancc.edu/become essential.
And I actually visited the website this morning, and it does have a list of all of the questions, many of the ones that we just asked,
right.
All of the questions, and everything was answered, I think. So if they want to become essential, if they want to take that class, they're still going to have to apply to the college. They're still going to have to go through that and get their information in, right. But then we can offer that one class to them, and hopefully they can become essential.
That's right, and at that Become Essential webpage, there is a registration form. Okay. You can fill out that information. It will be sent to me, and we'll get in touch with you and help navigate you through the process. Okay. And so that really is the first step, is just going to that website and filling out that registration form.
Well, listen, thank you so much for being with us today, Shannon. Have we covered everything that we wanted to cover?
I hope so. I hope so. And if we didn't answer your question, give me a call. Okay.
Well, hopefully we'll have a lot of people who are taking part of the WIOA program and the Becoming Essential program. We're just here for the students as much as we can be.
That's right, and it's a great assistance. So,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
With so much uncertainty in our world, we are thankful for the heart and determination of those who have followed their calling in healthcare. They work tirelessly on the front lines every day to make a true difference in our community. At Meridian Community College, we take pride in training these heroes and are grateful for their service in this time of great need. These Eagles found their wings at Meridian Community College.
And we are back, and we have Mr. Calvin Bennet, one of my favorite people in the world, who is the Director of Residence Life and Housing. Sir. Welcome to the pandemic version of our show today.
Thank you for having me.
We are at the appropriate distance.
We're 60.
Everyone has been masked and unmasked and detoxed and sprayed, and so we're good. I think we're good.
That's our new normal.
Well, yes, it is, and hopefully, everyone will stay safe and will stay, healthy. Right. That's what we're hoping for, and that's one of the reasons I wanted you on the show today, is to talk about the housing situation here at Meridian Community College and how we're handling COVID-19.
Right.
So, if you would.
Well, here at MCC, when it first started, we formed a response team. Our response team was mainly made to find out who could get home first, mm-hmm. Who needed help getting home, and who needed to stay, and what we could do to keep them safe while they were here. Once we got all of our students vacated and safe, we made calls all during the summer to make sure that they were safe, how they were doing emotionally and with their classes. Now, moving into the fall, summer cleaning, of course, setting up protocols for sick students when they do come back, or advisors that they're sick, or mainly just getting them into housing this year. Our biggest thing this year will be we're going to set up a week-long check-in instead of a Friday-Saturday check-in. Okay. And that's to provide for social distancing for our students checking in.
Will they have to make an appointment during that week?
When they get their letters in the mail telling them what building they'll get in, it will have their appointment time and building and location when they're checking in.
Okay.
And also during that, when they first come in, they're just going to get their keys and get their room set up, and they'll go back home and they'll be able to move in that Sunday.
Okay.
But we're trying to do that just to keep numbers down and large groups down and make sure that they're safe.
Are we limiting how many people they can bring with them to help them?
Yes. We're trying to limit it to at least 3 to 4 per family, like I said, and during the check-in process, if we have people checking in building 1 or on hall 1, the other group checking at the same time, we're going to put them on a whole different hall to check in. So to cut down on contact.
Okay.
To cut down on that contact.
So how are we limiting the number that we're allowing in the dorms and the apartments? Have we cut down on that?
We have cut down on that actually in half, but we're yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's just to keep them safe. To keep them safe. And
I mean, we have safety first. We have to do this.
We want our students to stay safe so they can graduate.
Okay.
And our whole concern here at MCC is making sure that you graduate, but in a safe manner. And we're setting all those protocols up, checking temperatures, to set a baseline for those students when they check in. If students feel sick, setting up quarantine rooms for them to be away from the general population. Our biggest concern is, like I said, safety. In these uncertain times, and things are currently changing. What we talk about now may change by the time I get back to my office, because things are currently always
They're very
changing.
much in flux. I
Yes,
mean,
they are.
we just don't know. So we work with what we have at the moment.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
So first off, how are we with vacancies right now?
We don't have any vacancies
We
right
have
now.
no vacancies.
We don't have any vacancies.
Okay, so if a person is still interested in housing, would they be put on a waiting list of any kind?
They will be put on a waiting list, and in order to be on our waiting list, you need to submit the application and the application fee of $100. You can get that offline under MCC Housing. The application is printable and fillable, so you just print it out and send it to the address on the back with a check or money order made out to Meridian Community College. If you have any questions about anything related to the housing, you can contact me at cbennet@meridiancc.edu or 601-484-8894, and that's my direct office number.
So you're going to send them, okay, if they've been approved for housing.
That's correct.
And as of now, you've got pretty much who you've approved,
That's
unless
correct.
something changes, which it might.
That's correct.
And so then they will get like an orientation packet from you of some sort, and then they will know when they can come to campus.
That's correct.
To bring their items. You've got it set up to where you'll be testing for temperatures. You'll be if someone feels sick, they could be tested, and also they can be isolated.
Correct.
So that's what we're looking at doing for the fall semester.
That's what we're looking at doing it for the fall, like I said, and those things could change tomorrow, but right now, common practices and safe practices, distancing and cutting down on numbers.
Sure.
So, and that's what we're doing here.
Okay, which there's that, and I get so torn by this, because I want so as many people as can get an education.
That's right.
But you want to balance that with, I want them to be safe.
That's correct. That's correct.
And not necessarily, and I want their family to stay safe, because so often it's not necessarily the young people who are having the problem, but they're taking it back to mothers, fathers, grandparents.
That's correct.
And who might have underlying conditions, and the COVID-19 could be fatal.
Right.
So we're doing this not just for our students, but for the community at large as well.
And we have to take into account that we are a community college and we serve the whole community. And that's just not Lauderdale County. We serve the state and our region. And we want to keep everybody safe before we can thrive and prosper. Sure. And if we allow those things to happen and not be responsible for those things, we're doing our community and our country a disjustice.
And all of our community, everyone is valued.
That's right. That's
and
correct.
We value everyone. Now, you said something before, but I just want to reiterate. There will be regular cleaning
That's
in
correct.
the dormitories and the apartments. There will be regular cleaning.
That's correct.
To make sure to keep it as sterile as we possibly can.
And this year I'll be a little stricter on room inspections with our students. Even though we're cutting our numbers, we're still going to go in and, okay, you need to clean this, and I have dorm supervisors that will teach people, because a lot of kids may not know the proper way. So we'll also give instruction on how to clean and what to clean with, and keep those surfaces. And all our common areas in all of our buildings will be taken care of by our physical plant here.
And are we going to require masks in the common areas?
We will require masks in common areas, and when you're walking through the halls, not in your rooms, but in those common areas. And I will provide a mask on check-in for every student.
And that's basically what we're having to do
That's
now
correct.
because we, in our offices, we can take off the mask,
Right.
but when we're in the common areas or when we're walking around, we need to wear a mask.
That's correct.
And again, this is a courtesy.
This is a courtesy.
We are trying to prevent people from getting sick.
I would rather cover and breathe my carbon dioxide than pass something on.
Thank you.
Because, once again, people trust their children with us. My thing is to get them back to mom and dad more educated, but as healthy as they were when they came.
There you go. Okay. I want you to come back in the fall because I know we're probably things are going to change. They are
Yes, sir.
rapidly in flux. So once we have, some new information, I'd like you to come back and talk to us about it if you don't mind.
I will.
Well, thank you so much, Calvin.
Thank
Like
you
I
for
said,
having
you're one of my favorite people.
I appreciate it.
We'll be right back.
Become essential at Meridian Community College. Our community is changing, and at MCC, we are built for those who want to serve. Being essential has kept our community going. You can become that here, all at an affordable cost. Whether you dream of helping people through healthcare services or want to transport goods, connecting people with the products they need, we have many unique opportunities to help you find your purpose. Don't wait for change. Be the difference and register today. Become essential at Meridian Community College.
This is MCC Today. On behalf of Matt Milner, our executive producer, and me, Lowell Martin, the host, I want to thank you for watching. It's pretty lonely around here during COVID-19, but we're getting through it. See you later.